My dear friend, there comes a moment in every life when heaven pauses and the heart begins to listen. You've been asking questions, silently, tearfully. Who truly loves me? You've walked through seasons where people said they cared, but their actions spoke differently. You've given your heart, your trust, your time, only to be left empty-handed. But today I want you to hear something that will pierce through every layer of pain, every wall of doubt. Heaven has been watching the story of your heart, and the angels have come with a message of truth about love that will bring you to tears, not of sorrow, but of revelation. Love, real love, is not hidden in words or promises that fade. It is eternal. It is divine. And the truth about who loves you goes deeper than you could ever imagine. Let's walk together through this message, and may your soul finally find peace in what heaven has been trying to tell you all along. Heaven has always known who truly loves you. Before you ever felt the ache of rejection or the joy of affection, there was already a name written beside yours in the heart of God. The angels have seen the moments when you questioned if love was real, if anyone would ever stay, if your heart was too complicated to be understood. But they whisper that love, the kind that never fades, was never lost or late. It was being written in divine timing. You see, love that is meant for you cannot be stolen, rushed, or replaced. It has been preserved through every disappointment, hidden behind the lessons that shaped your soul. There are times you may think love passed you by, that someone else took what was meant for you, or that you missed your chance. But heaven does not work in confusion. The angels do not deliver broken promises. When something doesn't work out, it's not rejection, it's redirection. God is never cruel in his timing. He is perfect in his protection. He sees what you cannot see, and sometimes he must separate you from what is wrong to prepare you for what is right. The one who truly loves you is not the one who leaves you questioning your worth, but the one whose presence brings peace, whose spirit draws you closer to God, not away from him. Love that is real is not loud, it's steady, it's not desperate, it's devoted. Heaven recognizes hearts that are aligned with purpose. There is a love written in eternity that carries your name, but it can only be revealed when your soul is ready to receive it. The angels are witnesses of this story. They see the person whose heart beats quietly for you, the one who prays without knowing why. They feel led to somewhere out there. Someone is being drawn toward you, not by desire alone, but by divine design. Heaven orchestrates these connections not through chance encounters, but through seasons of preparation, healing, and surrender. Perhaps you've spent nights wondering why love hurts so much, why those you gave your all to couldn't stay, why promises turned to silence. The truth is, not all love stories are meant to last. Some are meant to teach. The heartbreaks that once made you weep were not punishments but pruning. They removed what couldn't go with you into your destiny. Because the one heaven chose to love you won't only love your smile. They will love your scars, your silence, your storms. They will love you with understanding that feels holy. They will be the answer to prayers you didn't even know you were praying. When heaven selects someone for your heart, it's not because of what they can give you, but because of what they can grow with you. The angels know the weight your soul carries, and they will never send someone who adds to that weight. They send someone who helps you lift it. The person who truly loves you will recognize you not by sight, but by spirit. They will see something in you that the world overlooked. And when you meet, it will not feel like discovery, it will feel like remembrance, as if you have known each other forever. Because in heaven's book you already have Every delay in your life has been a divine filter. The tears, the disappointments, the waiting, all of it has been separating imitation from truth. Because God knows how easily we settle for attention when we were made for affection, for validation when we were created for connection. The angels protect the one who is meant for you by keeping them hidden until the right time. You may not see it now, but they are being guided through their own journey, healed of their own wounds, so that when your lives finally intertwine, you will both be whole. So don't lose heart when love feels far away. Heaven hasn't forgotten your name. The truth is, every moment of loneliness has been an invitation to draw nearer to the one who loves you most, the one who has never stopped loving you. And from that place of divine love, you will recognize the earthly love that has been written for you. Heaven knows who truly loves you because heaven wrote it first. The angels have seen the end from the beginning. They know that love is coming, not the kind that leaves you in pieces, but the kind that brings you peace, the kind that makes your heart weep, not in sorrow, but in gratitude that God's plan was worth the wait. You were never unloved, only unaware. There were moments you sat in silence, wondering if anyone truly cared, if anyone saw your pain, if your existence mattered to anyone at all. You've looked into the mirror and questioned your worth because the ones you loved the most turned away, or loved you only when it was convenient. But heaven wants you to know that love never left you. It has been following you since the moment you took your first breath. The angels have watched over you through every season of loneliness, whispering reminders of a love greater than human understanding. You may not have always heard them, but they were there, guarding your heart when you didn't even realize it was breaking. Sometimes love doesn't arrive in the way we expect. You look for it in faces, in words, in promises, but often it's found in the quiet moments when you're still standing, even after being hurt. That strength you feel after tears, that peace that comes when you finally let go, that sudden calm in the middle of chaos, that's love. Not the love of the world, but the love of heaven holding you together when everything else falls apart. The truth is, love was never absent. It was present in ways you couldn't see. The arms that comforted you, the friend who checked on you at the right time, the random act of kindness from a stranger. All of it was heaven's way of saying you are loved. The angels see how the world tries to define love through appearance, attention, and approval, but heaven defines it differently. Real love is not earned, it is given freely. It doesn't demand perfection. It embraces your flaws. You don't have to chase it because true love finds you where you are. You may have thought that love only exists in grand gestures, but sometimes it exists in patience, forgiveness, and endurance. You were never unloved. You were being taught what love truly is. There were times you cried and thought no one heard you, but heaven did. Every tear you shed was seen, every sigh recorded, every prayer remembered. When you whispered, "I can't do this anymore," love answered, "Yes, you can, because I'm still here." When others walked away, love walked in. When people stopped believing in you, love still saw your potential. That love has been constant, even when your faith was not. You may not have recognized it because pain blinded you, but heaven never stopped loving you for a moment. Sometimes God allows seasons of emptiness so you can learn that your value doesn't depend on who stays or who leaves. You are loved not because someone else says so, but because you were created by love itself. The angels rejoice over you not for what you've done, but for who you are, a reflection of divine beauty, a living reminder that heaven breathes purpose into every heart. The loneliness you feel is not proof that love is missing. It's the space where God prepares to fill you with something far greater than human affection. The truth about love is that it doesn't always protect you from pain, but it never abandons you in it. The people who left were part of your story, not the end of it. They were chapters, not conclusions. Sometimes love has to allow heartbreak to lead you back to the source of all love. You thought you were forgotten, but heaven was rewriting your story. Every unanswered call, every silence, every goodbye was creating room for something genuine. You were never being punished. You were being positioned. The angels whisper that the reason love feels delayed is because heaven is aligning hearts, not just hands. You cannot see the full picture yet, but there is a design behind every disappointment. You are being prepared to receive love that mirrors divine truth, not human desire. And one day, when you finally experience that love, you'll understand why everything else had to fail. You'll see that you were never unworthy. You were being protected. You'll realize that love was surrounding you in every unseen way, through grace, through mercy, through every breath you've ever taken. You were never unloved, only unaware. You were never forgotten, only being guided. You were never rejected, only redirected towards something eternal. The angels have been watching over your journey, and they know that the love you seek has always been closer than you think. It's in every sunrise, every heartbeat, every second you are still here. Love didn't leave you. It carried you. You are and have always been completely loved. Sometimes heaven delays love until your heart has healed enough to recognize it. You may think you're ready, that your wounds no longer bleed, but deep inside there are still fragments of pain shaping the way you see yourself and others. The angels know that love given too soon becomes confusion, not blessing. That is why they wait. They wait until your tears no longer come from longing, but from understanding. They wait until you stop asking, why did they leave me? And start saying, thank you for saving me from what was never meant to stay. Healing is not heaven's punishment. It's heaven's preparation. It's the sacred process that makes sure you don't mistake temporary affection for eternal connection. When your heart has been broken, it becomes fragile. It tries to protect itself by building walls. But those same walls can also keep real love out. That is why God allows seasons of stillness, moments when you feel completely alone, so that you learn to trust Him more than your emotions. During this quiet time, heaven works in the unseen, gently stitching the pieces of your heart back together. You may think nothing is happening, but the angels are watching every step of your healing. They see the nights you cry, the prayers you whisper, the times you forgive even when it hurts. Every act of surrender is healing taking root. Healing is not about forgetting the pain. It's about learning what the pain came to teach you. It teaches you to recognize peace when you feel it. It helps you see the difference between someone who truly loves you and someone who only needs you. It strengthens your discernment so you won't fall for the same illusion twice. The angels rejoice when you begin to value yourself enough to stop chasing what breaks you. That's when real love draws closer. Heaven will never send a blessing you're not ready to handle. That is why the delay exists, to protect you from receiving what you would lose, because your heart wasn't ready to hold it. You see, love in its purest form requires wholeness, not perfection, but wholeness. It asks for two healed souls, not two hurting hearts trying to fix each other. If heaven allowed love to arrive too early, it could be destroyed by insecurity, fear, or the ghosts of the past. That is why sometimes the person meant for you doesn't come until after you've walked through your deepest valley. Because in that valley, you discover your worth apart from anyone else. You learn that love is not the answer to emptiness, healing is. Once healed, love becomes a gift, not a necessity. It becomes